The Manchester clubs have once again splashed their cash this summer, spending over £335 million on some of the most sought after players in world football. But who has had the better transfer window, Man City or Man United? Starting off with Jose Mourinho's United, who have brought in three players, Romelu Lukaku, Victor Lindelof and Nemanja Matic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic was good for United last season, however he lacked pace to get in behind the opposition defences and often failed to put away simple chances which would have given his side the lead. In Romelu Lukaku, who arrived from Everton for £75 million, the Red Devils have a young and proven Premier League striker, who has the strength and intelligence of Ibrahimovic, as well as pace and clinical finishing. His all-round game makes him the perfect man to lead the line under a pragmatic manager like Mourinho, who often changes up the system and approach based on the opponent. After scoring 25 Premier League goals last season and with a £75 million price tag, there is a lot of pressure on the Belgian international's shoulders. However, in the first game of the season against West Ham last Sunday, Lukaku seemed unfazed as he scored the first two goals in a 4-0 win. United also made what many people are calling the transfer of the summer, as they took defensive midfielder Nemanja Matic from direct title rivals Chelsea for just £40 million. The 28-year-old was pivotal in two title victories for the Blues, in the 2014-15 season and last campaign. It is the Serbian's defensive positioning and physicality which gives his teammates the freedom to venture forward in attack. We saw this 3 seasons ago with Cesc Fabregas, and last season with the wingbacks and front three. As we saw in the 4-0 win on Sunday, this will be the case with Paul Pogba at the Red Devils, whose creativity was often restricted last season due to his defensive duties. Whether he's playing in a 4-2-3-1 or the 3-5-2 they used in pre-season, Matic's experience and ability will definitely take United to the next level. Finally, Mourinho's side acquired 23-year-old centre-back Victor Lindelof from Benfica for around £35 million. Eric Bailly was immense for the Reds last season. However, with Smalling, Jones and Rojo injured in parts of the season and poor when they did play, he failed to find a partner in central defence. Lindelof played in all but one of Benfica's league games last season, as they went on to win the Primeira Liga, and is the typical modern centre-back, good with the ball at his feet, intelligent and physically imposing. He didn't even make the subs bench in the first game of the season though, and might have already fallen out of favour with Mourinho after a poor performance in the Super Cup final versus Real Madrid. However, he has the potential to form a formidable defensive partnership with Bailly for years to come. On the other side of Manchester, Pep Guardiola's Man City have signed 5 major players. Fullbacks Danilo, Kyle Walker and Benjamin Mendy, goalkeeper Ederson and right winger Bernardo Silva. Last season, Man City's attack was brilliant as they scored 80 Premier League goals. However, it was their defence that let them down, especially the fullbacks with Zabaleta, Sanya, Clichy and Kolarov, all 4 of whom have recently been let go by the club, not up to scratch. This summer, the Citizens have brought in 2 of the world's best fullbacks in Mendy and Walker, whose athleticism allows them to excel both in the attacking and defensive phases. For Monaco last season, Mendy proved himself to be one of the best left-backs in Europe, as he showed his pinpoint crossing and all-round ability in the latter stages of the Champions League. Walker also shone last season under Pochettino at Spurs, constantly overlapping on the right-hand side and causing problems for opposition defences. Both players are monumental upgrades on Zabaleta and Clichy, and suit Guardiola's style perfectly. City also brought in Danilo from Real Madrid, who will be a backup to Walker at right back, but can also play in defensive midfield, in front of the back 4, a position Guardiola's side have few players in. They definitely didn't need anyone in attack, yet in Bernardo Silva, the Blues have signed one of the best young right-sided attacking midfielders in world football, as if they don't have enough of them already. Finally, Man City brought in Benfica goalkeeper Ederson to replace Claudio Bravo, who had an awful first season in England. The Brazilian has excellent distribution and looked good in Europe, but then again so did Bravo before he arrived. So we've seen who they brought in so far, but are there any remaining weaknesses in the sides, and who could come in to strengthen in those areas? The only weakness I can see in the United side is at left back, but even then Darmian and Shaw could both have very good seasons, and it doesn't look like Mourinho is looking to sign someone there, even if Danny Rose has been linked. The Red Devils are heavily linked with Inter left winger Ivan Perisic, who could join for around £60 million. However, United already have Rashford and Martial there, and I can only see Perisic stunting their growth when they could easily reach a similar level to the Croatian. City could still strengthen in defence and midfield and at centre-back, with experienced central defender Johnny Evans on the verge of a move from West Brom, which would be a good backup signing. Sporting Lisbon's William Carvalho has also been linked for a long time, and could still come into defence and midfield, despite a link to West Ham. Overall, both sides have had very good transfer windows, and have significantly strengthened key positions. But I would say United have had the best, mainly because of the incredible signing of Nemanja Matic. Thanks for watching. Let us know who you think had the better transfer window in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.